third or fourth.
Fourth.
We lost the third place. Yeah. We finished fourth. A lot of pressure on the coaches because of the high expectations that we have of the previous set. But I like the way Emmanuel Amunike has gone about his work. The team is back to camp. They're playing a lot of friendly games, now scoring a lot of goals, which was a problem before. And Amunike is saying, look, we will go there, give our best, and not disappoint Nigeria.
Well,
and I think it starts tomorrow by the time we know who we are playing.
Tony, I think we should stop putting pressure on this under 8 teams.
Not winning.
You see, for me, the objective has been actualized. We have Victor Osimhen, we have Wakali. You know, these are players with a lot of potentials. And if we are able to get 3 or 4 or 5 players from that, cadre, we have achieved the motive.
But you
win all the time.
You know the appetite of the average Nigerian. You want to win.
That's the appetite. After winning, what happens? After winning, what happens?
And that is why Onye, myself, and you are particularly key to this.
De-emphasize winning.
We have to de-emphasize winning and continue to educate the average Nigerian that these tournaments are purely developmental, that winning now as against winning in the future at the Senior World Cup, we have to decide what it is that we really want. Hardly will you see a Spain or a Germany win at this level. But when it comes to the World Cup, the big kahuna, where there's real money at stake, where there's a lot at stake, that is where you see them actually begin to show exactly who and what they are. Because they take these tournaments purely as developmental. We ask ourselves, the set before the past that won in South Korea, where are they? We can hardly find any 2 of them. But the team that we played in the final, Spain, we can track David De Gea, we can track almost all of them, Toni Kroos. They are still relevant in world football today. So that is why it is particularly key that we de-emphasize winning at this level, also at under 20 level.
So what will be modest expectations for Nigeria? We've won this tournament about 4 times. Our appetite is for victory, is for winning. We must strike a balance. I agree with you, and I think the coaches also know this, that look, if you say this tournament is purely developmental and you are beaten anyhow, you may never smell any national team job again in your life. So there should be a balance between, yes, it is developmental, but at the same time, you have to begin to cultivate a winning attitude.
Yeah, nobody is saying that they should get hammered. But you see, the bottom line is this: the World Under-17 Championship opens up a lot of opportunities to these players. You know, they will
tell you that.
Opens the world will tell you that. If we get a decent result, why not? You know, these players could get good clubs in Europe. Sign maybe pre-contracts, undergo developmental process within some top clubs, maybe later on sign the actual contract. So for me, I think, like you said, balance their performance, then also get exposed. But you see, winning all the time, Tunde mentioned some names. It's saddening that after playing on a 17 under 20, our players go into oblivion.
They retire.
Some of them play all-stars. You know, meant for retired footballers.
He's still playing.
The new Amokachi.
Ghanaian is still playing.
In Vietnam.
Yeah. You see,
where's Rafael Ademola?
He's playing shooting stars. No, I want us to understand the fact that it is not the fault of these players that they are playing or where they are right now.
No, absolutely not.
If we put our structures in place and give opportunities to our own players as well, they could rub shoulders with some of the best players in the world.
That's why we're saying the federation has put. They have set up a structure like the Sani Lulu-led board. You know, started this under 15 issues. Under 15, under 20. And some of these players in under 20, when you interview them, they will tell you that they have been together for a very long time, from under 20 stage. So we should not let that process continue itself. We should not put pressure
it's a bonus.
on the coaches that board members shouting on the coaches to win all the time. It makes the coaches go outside.
And to highlight what you guys have said, when you look at our dream team now, Samson Siazia's team, now you will see the benefits of keeping those under 13 boys together to under 15, to under 17, to under 20. We may not have done well at the last under 20 World Cup, but some of those boys are already helping the Olympic team achieve results right now. So we have to really open our eyes. And I think let's just chip this in very quickly. We talked about this a few weeks ago. The Nigerian Football Federation have declared that China's National Kids Cup is now a protected tournament. They are going to be involved in the technical preparations, and then maybe an all-star team that comes out of the China's National Kids Cup will get an opportunity of going abroad. And we said that a lot of time. Once again, highlighting the fact that Channels is investing, putting their mouth where their money is. All right. Let me read a few comments on Twitter before we talk about the girls, because the girls are also speaking. The girls are saying, look, there's nothing wrong with us. We just lost to poor officiating. They are saying, look, there's no need to castigate our coaches or castigate the players. We gave our best in Equatorial Guinea. We just lost to poor officiating. Before I ask my guys to talk about that, let me read a few comments on Twitter. Eziana Henry says he wishes Olise would harness these young Nigerian players in Europe to play for the Super Eagles. He says players like Jordan Ibe and co. Well, just keep your eyes open. Just listen. Watch this space. Some good news could be coming out of Olise's monitoring of our players in Europe. And then we'll find out in the days ahead. Kayode Ajiboye at K_45379 says it's a good sign for our Super Eagles. Ahmed Musa scoring goals. And he says that's red signal for the Tanzanian team. Okay. Tony Ademoni is talking about today's Globe Premier League games. Enyimba picking a point in Uyo. We'll talk about that later on. Nasiru Shaibu says, I'm happy for Musa. He's been consistent considering the condition in Russia. And he talks about racism. I mean, but then when you are scoring goals, the CSK fans will fight anybody that calls you a monkey. You just keep scoring. Let him keep scoring. And we hope he continues to do that as well. Okay. Those boys are promising. Nasiru Shaibu says they are promising. Roland Ishioro says, good analysis from Tunde on the preparedness of Nigerian football attracting private investment. And I think we should commend the NFF for that. I like that outlook of, as you said, Pine Kamaju, Shehu Diko, Sheya Kiwumi,
Ayan
Siagu, the entire board, Chris Green. When you look at the present board, I mean, no disrespect to the hard work that the former board also did. They were also very active in terms of trying to sell to corporate Nigeria. But I hope that if these guys get a kind of support, we could just be hitting it in terms of opening up to corporate Nigeria. Kevin Amata from Benin says, the emphasizing winning at all costs will affect, okay, says, the emphasizing winning will affect the confidence of the Eagles as they grow in the game. He says, we should tell them that winning is what the game is about. Yeah, tell them to go and give their best to win, but there should be a balance, really, about winning and then winning at all costs. Winning at all costs is what we want to discourage. Winning with the wrong age, winning with corner, cutting corners. Just try, prepare the boys, let them go out and give their best. And if they're able to get it, they get it. I think that's what we want to talk about. Oh, yeah, let me talk to you very quickly about the girls. The girls are saying, don't criticize our coaches, don't criticize the NFF. We lost to poor officiating. Can we take that as an excuse?
Well, Tony, we didn't watch the game. So we cannot argue with the girls if they are giving that allowance.
They said they scored the goal in the 12th minute, and that they had a lot of chances to score, but the referees were just out to ensure it. And we highlighted something here when the names of the referees were out, and we discovered that the referees are going to be from Angola, speaking the same Portuguese.
Angola is Portuguese.
There are Brazilians in the Equatorial Guinea team.
No, I think the girls are just trying to calm down Nigerians, but I don't want to accept that. Really, I think a lot of I call it catalog of woes. Really affected the team. Some players were not available. The girls cannot.
A lot of key players are not available.
The girls cannot tell us that didn't affect them. The death of the media officer and a whole lot that we cannot say here. So let's just leave it at that. But I don't want to buy the idea of bad officiating. It happens everywhere. This is African football.
No, this usually says something about
when you score a goal from there.
The circle. Okay, let us see the referee that to say it.
The goal that Okobi scored in the 12th minute.
Why did the referee disallow it?
But they said after that goal, the referee was careful that these guys will not come and score another one. Anyway, that's conspiracy theory, as you said. We didn't see the game. So but what would you advise, Onye? All Africa games around the corner, get a different coach, or we just go on with what we have?
Well, it's a tough one. I learned that Chris Danjuma has asked the girls to go on a one-way break, and they will resume for the All African Games. When you are going to bring a new coach, is it going to be a Nigerian? That is the question.
A foreign coach.
A foreign coach to come and coach at the All African Games.
Yeah.
Why not?
Coach the team.
Why not? it's a stepping stone to future preparation for the